Hello everyone, welcome back to the shed. I am Lonnie.
Hey, I'm Candace. Welcome back. So we had a really good sales night again for midweek. I'm hoping this is a continuing trend.
Yeah, we've had quite a few good days in a row.
Yeah, and something really big sold last night. So excited about that. And we are going to pull those orders, but first we have a few questions Lonnie pulled from the viewer comments, and we're going to go ahead and tackle those.
Yeah, the first question is like the biggest question there is a reseller.
Yes.
And I think it's a great question.
It is.
And it's one that a lot of people try and answer, but I think in my opinion there's only one best answer to this question.
I think there's a couple. So I'm curious to see what you have to say.
Okay, I'll let you go first then, since
Why, so you can steal mine?
No, I'm not going to steal yours. If I piggyback off of your answer, I will give you credit, and I will just repeat it really quickly.
Okay.
So I'm hoping you come up with the right answer.
This is from Martin Pearson, 4552. Hello, can I get some advice to get my sales up? To me, there's a few things you have to do. Number one is you have to list, of course. The more you list, the more you sell. But you have to list the right things. And so we found that it has helped to get a little pickier when we're outsourcing, and not just buy anything that we think may sell. And this has come with experience from us too. So that's one thing, just listing and buying smart. And the other big thing for me is I never quit sourcing. At least once a day, usually twice a day, I'm searching on Facebook Marketplace when there's not garage sales or estate sales to go to. I'm always hustling, looking for the next deal. So to me, that's huge, because without product, you can't have sales. What is yours?
No, yeah, you pretty much covered it.
Yeah.
So for me, hello, can I get some advice to get my sales up? The number one thing you need to do to improve your sales, and I'm not saying this from a position where we're perfect, because we try, but we are imperfect. We list a lot of things. We list quite a few things that aren't great.
Yeah, we make bad buys. We still do.
We make bad buys. Yep. We make mediocre buys. So I'm not saying that we are this, but the number one thing you can do, like I know a lot of people go into the analytics on eBay, and they look at performance and look, this graph is doing this, and organics and promoted, and you know, they do I need to raise my percentage, lower my percentage? Do I need to end and relist, or end sell similar, and all these tricks? I need to use 24 photos. I need to do this and that. All of this stuff, right? Like all of these things that people say to do to increase your sales. But really, the number one thing you can do to increase your eBay sales is to buy better stuff and list better stuff. Like that is the number one way to get your sales up. Mm-hmm. And that is both a really good answer, I think, and a really bad answer, because like that's a real easy thing to say, but it can be a very hard thing to do.
Right. I mean, for us, it's looking for stuff whenever we can't go outsourcing to sales, looking for stuff online. For you, it may be maybe trying out storage auctions, or just go to live auctions. Just get creative with your sourcing and try to bring in some fresh inventory. That always helps our sales when we have fresh inventory coming in.
Yeah, and the better the stuff, like Candace, whenever we buy, like, okay, some of the Power Rangers, high-end Power Rangers stuff, mm-hmm. we picked up recently. Yes. Of course, that's from a connection we've had for a long time.
Right.
But that's also part of it, like that connection that we have. Like, yeah, we're fortunate we got that connection, and we're fortunate we made a few other connections. But you gotta, like, we put some effort into finding and maintaining those connections too. Mm-hmm. So it's not all luck.
We weren't sitting at home and it fell in our lap.
No.
It was going out hustling, like the Facebook market buys.
Talking to people.
Yeah, talking to people, letting them know you're a seller, and just searching and don't say, oh, well, there's no sales this weekend, I guess I'm not buying anything, you know.
Right. And sometimes I've been like that, and Candace comes up with some scores. And you know what I was thinking about, though, like with the Power Rangers stuff, the higher end stuff, the, you know, $75, $150, $200, $250 things, those like whenever we comp those, I'm sure a few times, Candace, you saw comps for some of that stuff. It doesn't matter if the seller is experienced, if they took awesome photos,
Right.
wrote great descriptions, promoted at X percentage. None of that mattered, did it? I don't think.
It helps, but what matters is having that product that somebody wants.
Right.
Yes.
Right. Like, I don't know if a lot of that stuff is necessary when you have the right stuff. Like when you have mediocre stuff, like a lot of this stuff I'm working with right now, it's a little more mediocre. And maybe it does require a little, I got to make sure I put those item specifics in and take good photos and do this and that. And I got to make sure I promote it, you know, like, because I know that no one's really just waiting for me to put this up, you know. So, I mean, we do list some, or we list a lot of mediocre, what I consider mediocre inventory, but we're doing that in between the times we can get the good stuff. So the secret, it's not a secret. The secret is getting and listing better stuff. That's the number one way to get your sales up. And to find the better stuff, first of all, you got to know what the better stuff is. That's going to require research on your part.
Yeah.
That's going to require time, experience, lots comping everything you see. Like a lot of that just comes from experience. Like Candace has been in here full time for a little over 3 years now, and her curiosity and her like just comping everything she sees, even when I think it's silly, you know, like she learned like that, and she's got her knowledge up. It's a knowledge game just as much as anything else.
It is not necessarily like you walk up to something and go, I know that is worth that. And things catch your eye. After a while, you get that experience from comping things and from learning what things are worth, that, hey, this is something worth looking up, or no, I shouldn't waste my time on it.
Right. Like you learn to look up the telltale signs of things that feel or look cheap versus things that feel or look expensive. And you know, there's lots of, I mean, obviously I think watching YouTube is a great way. I'm not saying to take everything that we say or other channels say as the gospel.
At least to see what other people are selling.
That's what I did.
That's huge.
That's what when I first started, that's what I did. Yeah. I didn't know anything.
Right.
I didn't know any items to buy. I didn't know anything. Like, I would say the first year or so, man, I went and watched like channels like Craigslist Hunter. I watched Golden Finger Picker. There were a few. I watched Nick Hills in the UK. There were a few other channels. I like to watch the channels that showed me what they were buying and selling. I would just keep adding that stuff into my head, and I wouldn't always take it like, you know, I wouldn't take it just at face value.
Right.
You know, you got to look, you know, you got to use all the tools, look on eBay, look for yourself, figure out if it's legit or not, or maybe the video you're watching is 6 months to a year old and things can change. But yeah, I mean, you got to do the research, and then after you finally figure out what to buy and you buy it, well, then you got to list it. Mm-hmm. So I mean, that buying better stuff, number one way there, right?
Yep. All right, next question. Cindy Bouchard 8036. What do you do when you sell an item, the buyer didn't pay or respond after 3 reminders? Very aggravating. It is very aggravating, but at that point, the ball's in the park of the buyer. What is it?
Court. The ball's in their court.
The ball's in the buyer's court.
Yeah.
Yes, it is aggravating, but I mean, the way I look at things, there's no use letting something stress you out like that when you have no control over it.
Yeah, that's a good point.
You know, it's gonna happen. If you're gonna sell on eBay, it's gonna happen. You just have to realize that and just move on.
Having, yeah, Candace is absolutely right. And having said that, do we still look at our awaiting payment and we're like, damn it, why don't you pay, please?
Right.
Like, what's the deal? Like, yeah, we want people to pay, but we don't get all worked up, bent out of shape. We don't usually send reminders.
No, we don't. We let eBay do its course, and according to the eBay seller update, they're slowly doing where that won't happen, hopefully.
As much.
Yes, they're trying to take care of that. So.
Like because you can set up your listing for immediate payment, unless it's an auction. And then also now, whenever a buyer sends you an offer, usually they have to pay or put, they have to set it up to where it'll be paid.
Yep.
And then now, like you said, when
we initiate the offer.
Like when sellers initiate offers, send offers to watchers, whatever you want to call it, allegedly eBay is going to start making that automatic payment too. So the avenues for people to not pay for stuff are becoming fewer and fewer.
Yeah.
One more way though that I don't think has been sorted out just yet is auctions.
Auctions, yeah.
Like just a pure auction.
I feel like whenever you first bid on something, this is, if I ran eBay, this is how I would do it. Whenever you go in to put your first bid, it should have you verify a payment.
Right.
And then if you win and they try to run that payment, it doesn't go through. It should the seller should have a choice to either have it just redo or offer to the next lower bidder. That's my opinion.
Something like that.
Yeah.
But they should definitely have some kind of payment.
Yes.
They should, like, I mean, look, Mercari, and I'm not criticizing eBay on this because I see them trying.
Yeah.
They have actually listened because we have went so many years with no automatic payments at all.
Yeah.
They are trying here. I feel like they really are trying to fix this, but it works fine on Mercari. Mm-hmm. It works fine although we have seen on Mercari where someone has made an offer before and we've accepted, and then it like something errored out and their payment method didn't work.
Their payment didn't work. Yeah, like errored out or whatever. Yeah.
But like Poshmark, man, that's one thing about a Poshmark offer. That's a strong offer.
Yeah.
Because whenever you hit accept, it's time to ship.
It's done.
It's time to go.
Yeah.
Like, so.
I think for a long time eBay was like the big fish, and they didn't have to have things like this in place. And now these other platforms are giving them a run for their money, so they've got to keep up, All right, question from Catherine Longley, 8997. Hi, Candace and Lonnie. I was wondering if resellers have specific items they won't sell. For example, I don't sell anything related to any tobacco products, including ashtrays, t-shirts with cigarette brand names, etc. My mother and mother-in-law both died from lung cancer caused by smoking.
Okay, I'm going to take this one if you don't mind.
Yeah, go for it.
If you have anything to add afterwards, you can, of course. But basically, like the way I look at it, I typically don't make any kind of moral judgments on items. I don't look at items probably like a lot of people do. Like I don't feel like they hold any power. It's just an object. But in general, anything that I would maybe find objectionable to sell is already covered by the things that you can't sell on eBay anyways. So within the realm of things that you are allowed to list on eBay, I'm willing to sell pretty much anything. Pretty much anything. Like anything that I don't want to sell that is allowed to be listed on eBay. I want to keep it within those guidelines, the things that we are allowed, because there's so much you can't sell on eBay anyway. Right. Yeah. Racist stuff, Nazi stuff. You can't sell booze, cigarettes, drugs, e-cigs. Yeah. Like there's the list of things you can't sell goes on and on and on.
Right.
So I like it. We've been asked about this before. Like, we've sold quite a few Ouija boards.
Yeah.
A lot of people would find that objectionable.
Right.
I've sold a lot of Bibles. Some people don't even think you should sell Bibles at all. They think you should just give them away. Like, Lonnie, why don't you just donate these Bibles or whatever? But I'll sell Bibles. I've sold a copy of the Quran before. Mm-hmm. I don't make, like, I've sold, let's see, we sell some other things. Or we try to sell some things. Where is it? This Joel Osteen guy in Houston.
Yeah, just because we sell it, don't believe we believe it. Doesn't mean we
Right.
believe in it.
Or like Jimmy Swaggart. Mm-hmm. Somebody made like a really nasty comment about, I don't know how you could sell that.
Yeah.
But like this Joel Osteen guy, do I think he's a good guy? No, not really. You know, I don't like give my opinions on. Do I think Jimmy Swaggart's a good guy? No. I think he's a big old turd. I think Osteen probably is too. I think most of those evangelist guys probably are. That ain't gonna stop me from selling the stuff to people that want to buy it. I don't make a judgment on that object, and I also don't make a judgment on the person that wants to own that object.
Right.
It just doesn't move my needle at all to sell that to someone.
Yeah.
You know, I really don't care.
Right.
Now, I'm more apt to not sell something just because I don't want to sell it. Like, Candace, you've mentioned like HBA stuff.
Yeah.
That stuff's a big pain with some of it you could sell, some you can't. Expiration dates.
Right, trying to keep up with all that, yeah.
And, you know, what else? I decided a while back I don't really want to deal with DVD, VCR combos or other larger electronics anymore.
But I will say that I don't think there's anything that, like, it's like a personal crusade for us.
No, not at all.
No, I don't think so.
I don't like everything we sell.
Right.
But I don't care.
Yeah.
I don't care if they buy it.
Right.
Like, what is there on... There's nothing on... Do you have anything that is legal to sell on eBay that you would just say, no?
No, I can't think of anything. No.
We've never done that. We've never, like, I refuse to deal with that on moral grounds.
Yeah.
You
and
know?
look, I get it. I understand it's her personal thing, and I get that, and I respect that.
Oh, yeah, I'm not making a judgment about that either.
Right.
Because, like, that's the cool thing about selling on eBay or just working for yourself in general. You can just say, like, if you come across things that you don't want to sell to a certain person, or you don't want to sell a certain object, or, you know, you don't have to. And that's the cool thing. So, yeah, I respect that too.
Yeah. Yep.
Totally respect that.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I don't know. Within the realm of things that are eligible to be sold on eBay, I will pretty much sell anything. And I think a lot of y'all, if I answered that any other way, I would have probably 100 examples thrown in my face by you guys that have been watching for years.
Yep.
But Lonnie, what about that time you sold XYZ? But what about this and what about that? I'm like, oh yeah, wow, yeah, that was pretty bad. You know, like.
Yep.
I definitely get judged from time to time for some of the things we sell, and that's okay.
Yep.
All right, Candace, ready to pull orders?
Yep. Let's go. We've sold on eBay, eBay, Mercari, and Poshmark.
Did you check Etsy?
I did check Etsy.
Okay.
So we're actually going to start with Mercari today because something out of eBay is coming out of that box too. So we're going to start with Mercari. It's a pair of Levi's 501 jeans. They're on 5 Alpha number 6.
Okay. Yeah. Oh. Well, I got lucky this time because the box I need is on top.
The eBay one's a number 10. Is that the same box?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, this box goes 1 through 10.
So the Poshmark jeans sold for $25, and they are going to Phoenix, Arizona, which is a capital.
That's a capital.
Yeah.
And Arizona is right here, right?
Yes.
Oh, you know what? While I'm messing with the map, so that's a Poshmark sale there. This is embarrassing, but we had a day last week, I think. We shipped something to Baton Rouge.
Oh yeah, and we didn't mark.
And I remember that day.
Yes.
And I don't remember what the sale was. I think it might have been a cookbook or something.
I think we just get so excited when we have a sale close by, we don't even think about the fact that it was a capital.
Right.
You know.
So we also need to mark Louisiana.
Yes.
And that is legit. But yeah, I did. Well, actually, whenever we saw the Poshmark sale, I did have to do the old Computer, what's the capital of Arizona thing?
No.
Arizona's capital is Phoenix.
And you know what's funny about that,
Right.
Candace? Whenever I do edit in here, and I get to that part where I'm asking the computer something on the video, that thing and the previous version of it that's recorded,
Right.
they answer exact same
Yeah, they're
time.
in sync.
It sounds like stereo.
I know. It's crazy. Yep.
Okay, which one am I getting for Poshmark?
For Poshmark number 6.
Okay.
They're Levi's 501 34 35.
501 34 35 measured. Yeah. Okay.
And then the ones on eBay are number 10.
Okay, that is.
They're Wrangler Pro Gear with camo.
These are cool.
Yeah, they are.
These are cool looking.
Yeah.
I probably couldn't pull them off, but I think they're neat.
Those sell for $25, and they're going to Rochester, Minnesota.
Oh, I thought that was in New York. I guess they have more than one.
Yeah.
All right. What's the capital of Minnesota, Candace? Do you know?
Is it Duluth?
No,
It's not.
I don't think so. Computer, what's the capital of Minnesota?
Minnesota's capital is St. Paul.
Oh,
Ah, okay. Twin City, right?
yes.
Okay, what's next?
Okay, next order has 2 Flex Seal items on it. Some tape on 7 Charlie and some liquid on 10 Foxtrot.
The white liquid?
Yes.
Okay.
How much of that is left?
I got 2 rolls of tape and I think only 1 can of the white is left.
Wow.
We have more of the black, but just
Been
one.
doing good.
Yeah.
Yep, so the tape sell for $19.99 and the liquid for $17.99. They're going to Glenpool, Oklahoma. We sold an apothecary jar on 1 Bravo
Good.
for bandages.
We've had that for so long.
We had a few. We sold 1 already.
There it is. Not buying this kind of stuff again. I'm glad we sold it though.
It would have probably done better if I had the lid for it.
Yeah, it would have.
$18.74 going to Miamisburg, Ohio.
Miamisburg. Miamisburgville.
Okay, next item is an Apple iPad on 6 Bravo.
That's my old Apple
Mine's
iPad.
old iPad.
So we're gonna sell like a whole family of iPads here.
I guess Molly's is next.
I'm gonna list Molly's old iPad today. Yes, I have it in the queue.
$69.99 for that, and it's going to Dayton, Ohio.
Look, oh good, this is clasping now. This wasn't. I actually said in the
But it didn't.
in the listing that it didn't, but now it is, which is good because it was like, I think it was just like,
Just kind of stiff.
yeah, and I think it had been like folded over wherever it was.
Yeah.
And this thing is in awesome condition. The only thing, and I didn't even see it until I started like really giving it
Taking pictures, huh?
the one over to make sure. There's a little crack right here.
Probably from Molly using it for a very short period.
I don't know. It could have been me. I'm not sure. But it's not even on the part of the screen that shows images or anything.
Yeah.
And it's not anywhere where your finger would be.
Right.
So I did have to ask a little less for it. And also, interestingly enough, I put 1 crack in the title.
Yeah.
And then I described it in the description.
Yeah.
And I chose condition used.
Right.
I hit list. And eBay came up with the red screen where, you done
Screen's cracked. It's for parts only.
you done messed up now. And then, it turned out if you put something about your screen being cracked, you cannot sell in used condition. You have to sell in parts only condition. So that's what I did. I mean, I said, hey, it works. I didn't even turn returns off.
Yeah.
But yeah, I had to sell this working iPad in parts only, not working condition.
Mm-hmm. Next item is a Marvel card, B197. It's a Flair Ultra Marvel. Weapon X is the card.
Okay, let's see.
It sold for $5.99. It's going to Williamsport, Pennsylvania.
B197. Where's it going?
Williamsport, Pennsylvania.
Williamsportsvilleburg. 197.
Yes.
Weapon X.
Yep.
Card 82. Yep.
Correct.
What'd that sell for? What we get for those?
$5.99.
Okay. Slowly but surely, those cards are selling. I guess we sold a hat.
We sold a hat.
Okay.
It's a pucka.
Who?
Pucka. Black and gray hat with a wave.
Yeah,
with
this
a
one.
wave brand.
This guy right here.
$8.99 for that. It's going to Queen Creek, Arizona.
Check out how cool that is. The tag has stickers.
Oh, that is nice. Yeah.
Oh man, I want to keep those. Not really. All right.
Is you a big wave on wave?
Yeah, I am. I'm a
I've
surf
never even heard of that.
surf guy.
Yeah.
That's me.
Next order has 2 cookbooks on 3. They're both on 3 Bravo. Southern Accent and Cook and Deal.
3 Bravo.
Yeah.
Southern Accent should be way over here. Should be this one. On 3 Bravo, right?
Yeah.
Did you stop alphabetizing?
Yeah.
Okay. And the other one is called Cook and Deal.
Yeah.
Got that one. Okay. Is there possibly something else it could be called besides Southern Accent?
That's the title.
Okay, let me come look at it. Okay, turns out that one was really on 6 Bravo.
Yes, so I started listing all those cookbooks from Guy, and it filled up our shelf back there where I couldn't put another one on it, so I went to 6.
All right. So we got Cook and Deal and Southern Accent. One order.
Cook and Deal is for bridge players only.
Okay.
It's sold for $8.99, and Southern Accent sold for $11.99, and they're going to Derry, New Hampshire. We sold a water bottle on 1 Bravo, a pink one.
Good. Man, we still every time I walk around the shed, I still see a ton of these. We've got a bunch. There's one.
Charlie.
Yeah, I saw there's a bunch over there.
Yeah.
So hopefully these will sell too. But yeah, we're doing great on these, man.
Yep, $39.99 to Sarasota, Florida. All right, big whammy of a sale here.
Whammy.
A big whammy.
Okay.
Power Rangers Saber Tiger Sword.
Yeah.
It's on 3 Alpha. That sold for $249.99. It's going to Springville, Utah.
Yep. Nice. We did a cool little video of that thing working. It's really
Yeah.
neat.
Yep.
So that's like the last heavy hitter from the last buy we did from Guy.
Yeah, the last, yeah.
I love the way that buy worked out because all the action figures and stuff like this
Brought the profit, brought the money back.
that got us into the profit already, and then now all the books and the posters and all that stuff, that's just steady profits over the
Pure
years.
Profit, yep.
So that's
Yep.
awesome.
Next item is a lot of 3 Polaroid instant camera film in the smalls drawer.
Okay.
They sold for $15, and they are going to one of my bucket list places. You probably don't know this. You would never guess it either.
Bucket list, huh? What?
Leavenworth, Washington.
Leavenworth. Oh
Yeah.
my God. Washington State.
Yes, so it's like a little German town, and at Christmas it's all decorated, and they have like the German Christmas market and everything.
Really?
Yeah.
All I've ever heard about it is like I remember, like when we were in basic training and like tech school in the Air Force. That was always the thing. Like if you do this or you do that, you'll end up at Leavenworth.
I know that's a prison. I don't know if it's there.
I don't know either.
I'm gonna have to Google that.
Where
That's not the Leavenworth I want to go to.
computer? Where is Leavenworth Prison? I think it's.
Leavenworth Sleigh Rides is in Leavenworth, Washington.
Where is Fort Leavenworth? Computer, where is Fort Leavenworth?
From Kittle.co. Fort Leavenworth is a United States Army installation located in Leavenworth County, Kansas.
Oh,
the
that's
city
in
of
Kansas.
Leavenworth, roughly 20 miles
Okay.
northwest of Kansas City.
All right, all right.
All right, thank you.
You know what? You know what those things would be really good at? Playing Simon Says.
Oh yeah.
Because they never, unless you say their word, they're not going to answer you.
I know. We should name it Simon.
Yeah, Simon Says.
All right, next we have another really good item that sold. It's a Wonderland Omnibus book. It's on 6 Charlie. It sold for $119.99, and it is it's going to the UK.
Via EIS.
Yes, we are shipping that EIS.
And I really wanted to offer them simple export rate. However, this book weighs over 4 pounds.
Yeah.
And we can't use that. So we would have been using some other service that would have probably been pretty expensive.
Right.
And I'm not even sure it would have saved the customer much money at that point.
Right.
I don't know.
Right.
So it did go EIS.
Okay, in the cube, Funko Dorbs Logan X-Men vinyl.
That's not him, huh?
It's in it. The box is like yellow and blue.
Yellow and blue?
Yeah.
Okay, I may be getting up on the step stool here in a minute because I do not. Yeah, let me get the step stool. All right, going up. Let's see. There's a little box there. That's going to be it. Oh, I see it. It's behind, it's being protected by a wall of 8-track tapes. Jimmy Swaggart 8-track tapes at that.
Sealed.
Sealed. Maybe we ought to send those in to get them graded. All right. Here you go. There's your X-Men. Wolverine. All right.
So that sold for $8.09. It's going to Sacramento, California.
Okay, and I don't know. We may have missed one.
Yeah.
But we said at first that we were going to, every time we sold to a capital, we were going to pin that capital.
And we didn't.
And I'm not sure if we missed any or
I
not.
don't know. So we're going to put another pin in California.
Yeah, because we've already sold. This will be the second time we've sold to Sacramento
Yeah.
since we started doing this. So yeah, there's another pin for you, Callie.
Yep. All right, last item on eBay is one Bravo. It's an aluminum hard hat.
Oh yeah, I've sold this. Sold these a couple times now.
Yeah.
And depending on the condition of yours, if you have one, they can do pretty well. Yeah, I think it's under here. Kind of a mess going, I guess. Oh yeah, there it is. All right.
Is that what happened? I know we sold one without the inner stuff.
Yeah, I think the last time I sold it, it might have not. It's called a harness
Yeah, the stuff.
or a head. Yeah, I think it's harness.
Yeah.
I think it is.
$24.99 for that going to Picton, Texas.
Picton. All right.
Picton. And on Macari, we sold a Nordic Ware gingerbread house pan. It's on 1 Delta.
Okay. This came from the $2,000 store buy, I think.
Yes. I actually have that pan myself. Mine's red. And I bake in it every Christmas. It comes out really cute. It sold for $21.99 including shipping. And
Ugh.
it's going to Willard, North Carolina.
Oh, well, that's not too far. Shipping's probably going to be $7, $8.
That's what I figured.
We're not going to make a ton. However, this was in the $2,000 store buy.
Yep.
And any of that stuff that we think we can list and sell, we're trying to.
So after Macari fees, we're gonna get $18.66, and then subtract the shipping for that, and that's our profit.
So
about
probably
$10.
make about $10
Yep. Yeah.
before you consider cost of goods.
Right.
Which on that is pretty low. Like probably put it at $1 or something.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, we'll probably make about $9 to list this and ship this.
Yeah.
$9 isn't nothing.
No.
You know, like
And it's something we already had. We didn't go out and pick it.
No.
I probably would though, because I have an attachment to that.
yeah, I know that's a problem, especially when they're big and heavy. Like can't you be into stuff that's like real small?
Yeah.
Okay, let me get this stuff packed up. Well, this is kind of exciting, Candace. I don't even know if you notice I did it.
What?
I'm listing these posters. You see how long they are?
Yeah.
And they're cool. Like I've got several that one's really cool. Unfold that one. It folds out long ways.
I'm just trying to figure out where the opening is.
Yeah, don't tear it. Keep going.
Now in production.
Check that out. Isn't that cool?
Oh, look at that. It almost looks like it was a magazine insert or something, like a big magazine, you know?
Yeah, isn't that cool?
That's really cool.
It's almost 4 feet long. I don't think it's not worth a ton.
Yeah.
But and then I have like these posters here, which is actually this. We have 5 copies of Dreadstar from, that's a 1984 poster. But we got some bigger, you see how big it is? Mm-hmm. We got some bigger stuff like that. And we're lighting up another drawer. I emptied this drawer out.
Oh, what you gonna call it?
Epic.
Okay.
Because it's got a couple of Epic illustrated posters in it.
Okay.
And see, that fits really well. So I'm gonna just, this drawer.
You doing the same method? Oh, are you putting them in order in here by their E number?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm also writing, I'm a little more verbose here. Mm-hmm. Because I want to make real sure we don't pull the wrong thing.
Right, so you don't have to take it out and unfold it.
Right, because we're not, because especially, because on these, we can't see what it is.
Yeah.
And I don't want to take them out and double check. So I'm going to trust these little Post-it notes. And again, it's cool because Guy, like we have so much of this, so many of these bags.
Yeah, that was
These
so
big
nice for
bags.
us to get those, huh?
Man, that stuff's
Lifesaver.
It's expensive stuff too.
And you can't just run to Walmart and buy those.
Yeah. So yeah, I need to put a little tag on there, but that location is Epic.
Yeah.
And I imagine, man, we have slowly.
There's no more left on here unless you give up these big ones.
Well, I mean, the thing is, any of these drawers we're not using for the most part, like here and here. I don't even, like, that's batteries and
like,
stuff.
Yeah, battery, like a lot of batteries. Like you can see, we keep batteries in stock.
Yeah.
And this is like our
That's a messy old tool
that's
drawer.
our tool drawer. Yeah.
I could see us actually doing something else to store that kind of stuff at some point if we need to.
Yep.
And get, like basically using all those, at least all the smaller
Yeah,
drawers.
it works so good for the smaller items because they'll get lost on the shelves, So I like them in there, and I feel like they're safer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
These things are some of the best things we've bought for the shed. We got these at Sam's.
Yeah.
And the only thing that was difficult, you helped me with one of them, didn't you?
They were disassembled, but they're really heavy.
Super heavy.
Yeah.
And it took us, I think you helped me with one. Mm-hmm. And I did the other one myself.
Yeah.
But for like one person, it's like 4 or 5 hours.
Yeah.
To put one of these together.
And now, if we wanted to get it out of here, we have to disassemble it.
Unless we had.
I don't think it'll fit through the door, huh?
Oh, it will.
Oh, will it?
Yeah, it'll fit, but
it's so heavy.
It's so like you'd have to have at least, I would say 4 people, but I think that would.
If you had a ramp, maybe, and like 4 or 5 people, because it's so heavy. Once it hit that ramp, it would be gone.
Yeah. These are awesome though.
They are.
Sam's Club, they're about $500 if you buy them there.
Yeah.
But I do not regret buying that at all. Not at all.
Yeah.
Now, what I might replace one day is this. That's not awesome. This is one, it's okay. This is one of those Harbor Freight things.
Yeah, I mean, if you really don't utilize the empty space down there, so if you had more drawers, that would be.
The only thing I like about this, I know I have a bunch of junk on there. Mm-hmm. And it's horrible. I need to clean that up. But the only good thing about it is there is a little space where I could put my knees.
Yeah.
If I sat at something like that, like you don't have anywhere to put your legs or anything.
Yeah.
All right, I think that's going to be it for this one. Thanks a bunch for watching, and we will see y'all again very soon. Bye, y'all.